Well, thank you, and let me start off by thanking you, Phil, and everyone at CBO for what you do. One real bipartisan highlight, and it was done with the strong support of the chairman. My CBO Data Sharing Act was passed and signed into law. Jody was chairman, was a chief co-sponsor of that. Passed this committee, passed the House, passed the Senate, was signed into law. CBO was instrumental in working behind the scenes and in helping us draft that. So that way you would be able to better do your job on behalf of Congress and on behalf of the American people. So I thank you and your folks for work on that. And it does speak to the one of the real bipartisan accomplishments of this committee. Transitioning to something a little less bipartisan. And very partisan, and that is healthcare, which I addressed, as you may recall, in my opening remarks. You guys were obviously very busy as the Republican reconciliation bill was working its way through here, and there were constant changes, including on the floor of the Senate, where things being written into. I want to remind people where we landed. Because of the Republican passed bill that was signed into law 4th of July by this president, how many Americans will lose their health care who are currently on Medicaid?
Our estimate was that the reconciliation bill will increase the number of uninsured through Medicaid by 7.8 million.
Okay, and how many who currently are on the ACA would lose it if the enhanced tax support premiums are not extended?
The expiration of the enhanced PTCs would be about another 4 million.
Yeah, and you're aware in total, when you add up all of the healthcare changes, Yale Budget Lab just late last night updated their numbers. It is approximately 15 million Americans more who will be uninsured next year as opposed to those who are currently uninsured, correct?
Yeah, that's what Yale has, and it's the combination of the Medicaid changes I just mentioned, the expiration of the enhanced premium tax credits, and then changes in the bill to the Affordable Care Act, which was another 2 million. So yeah. That's how you get together. Our number is is in the 14 million range. Yale has 15, but it's the same ballpark.
Yeah. Are you aware of any other time in American history when 14 to 15 million Americans lost their health care?
No, I'm not.
Thank you. Let me switch to tariffs. Is a tariff a tax?
A tariff is a tax on imported goods.
It is estimated, again, by Yale Budget Lab, that on average household will lose $1,700 over the course of a year due to this president's tariff policies. Does that sound in the ballpark, CBO, of any figures on that?
So we have done similar analysis for President Trump's first term, and we had something like $1,200 per family back then.
But that was based on based
on then.
Tariffs then.
Right? Tariff rates now are higher, and we've done a lot of analysis. We're updating that now to include the tariff reductions that were just announced earlier this week. So we'll have more on that soon.
They also estimate that a 20% increase in clothing costs, an extra $6,500 added to the average cost of a new car. Do these tariffs expand the economy or do they shrink the economy?
The tariffs raise prices for families and businesses. They reduce business investment. They reduce household spending. They lower productivity by distorting and reducing the efficiency of the U.S. economy. So over time, they will reduce the size of the U.S. economy.
Well, clearly, the American people who are already hurting from an affordability crisis over the last few years, ever since the pandemic, things have clearly only gotten worse and more expensive rather than less expensive. Thank you, Dr. Swagel. I'll yield back.